Hey y'all, it's your girl Yana, aka y'all soon to be favorite hoochie here on YouTube, my very first story time. And y'all can see by the title, this is gonna be a story time about how me and my bitches got our cars towed and we gotta shut the fuck back. So before I get into this video, I'm gonna need y'all to please like, comment, subscribe, whether it's a smiley face, whether it's a period. I don't give a damn what it is. I promise y'all gonna like it here because sis, I got the juice. I promise you I got the juice, baby, and it's juicy. So yeah, what made me think of this story is because it came up on my Snapchat reminder feed. So it happened about maybe 7 years ago from yesterday, and it made me think of this story. So my sister went to school here in our hometown. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, and she was blessed enough, fortunate enough to get a full ride scholarship for nursing to this school. So yeah, it was literally, the school was like literally down the street from my mom's house where we grew up. So, well, not down the street, I would say a good 5-6 minute drive. Like, it was nothing literally to commute to her. So we was pretty close with our friends. It took my sister a while to like gravitate to other people on the campus. So she stuck pretty close to us and our friends. Coming right out of high school, it was about a good 5, 6, 7, 8 of us that was like close knit. We was together every day in the streets, up to no good, doing teenage shit. At this time we was probably, I want to say maybe 18, 19 or whatever, and she was normally in like dorms. So this year she was finally moving into apartment. So because she was moving into an apartment, we was like, bitch, we gotta throw you a housewarming party because you're moving into your first apartment. So we decided to have this big ass kickback. We really didn't fuck with too many. We only really fucked with people in our clique. Let me go ahead and give everybody names. I have a twin sister. We're gonna name my twin sister Selfish. And when we get into the story time, bitch, you'll see why we named her Selfish. We're gonna name my homegirl Scando.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Other homegirl B. I got a cousin, 2 cousins that's kind of semi-important. Cousin 1 is majority important. Cousin 1 has a sister named S. And cousin 1 and S is important. Cousin 2, she don't really play a part. She play like a really small part. Hopefully I remember all these names because y'all, I've been sipping a little bit of the Casamigos, the tequila, baby, and you know, it got me a little discombobulated. And I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me. We have an intruder in this bitch, a fucking gnat. I'm from Texas and it's hot and Texas heat and shit bring gnats. So yeah, I'm fighting with this nigga named Carl in my house right now. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna get into the story. So we was driving around. Me and Scando was like best friends. I don't fuck with her at this time for obvious reasons. The bitch name is Scando. Disclaimer, I do cuss. If that's a problem for you, go ahead and click off this video right now. Maybe in the future I have a video with less cussing, but right now it's not gonna be this video. So disclaimer. So, and I'm gonna say everything is allegedly. Like, I'm making this shit up. Everything is allegedly. Nobody's gonna come for me. I made this shit up. It's allegedly. So I decided to have this big ass major kickback. So the day of the party, we posting, like before then we was like promoting our shit, you know, letting everybody know like we finna have this big ass party, come to our shit, it's finna go down. This is the kickback that y'all need to be to because it's finna go down. And this is my sister's first year in an apartment. Beforehand she was in the dorm, and like, yeah, we would come up there and go to other people's party, but rarely we threw a party like at her shit. So this was the first official like party. We used to have like little kickbacks and, you know, little sessions. If you don't know what a session is, we was technically 19, so we was technically underage. So I'm gonna say liquor is juice and broccoli that like blow. No, I don't mean cocaine. I don't look confused. Blow is broccoli, juice is liquor. Okay. So yeah, I don't know how we got access to this stuff, but we did. We got access to juice or whatever, and we started setting up for the party or whatever. And fast forward, I do have pictures of this fucking day, and I swear I thought I was cute. I thought I was a bad bitch, and looking back, like, I looked a fucking mess. Me, Scando, B, and Selfish. We getting ready at Selfish's apartment. I have a video from my Snapchat which made me think of this story time that I'm gonna try my best to upload. I am not technology savage at all, so y'all. You said savage instead of savvy. My shit fucked up, but I'm gonna show them who this is. Ooh. So yeah, I'm trying to insert a video in here of the day. And so yeah, we getting ready, listening to music, drinking our juice, you know, getting the vibe right, getting the turn up right. And I cannot remember for the shit of me where me and Scando went, but we went somewhere. Like we left and we came back. I think maybe something is telling me that we went to my mom's house for like a change of clothes, but I'm not really sure. Like I'm not really sure because I'm almost positive I was getting ready with Selfish at Selfish's apartment, but I don't know. We left for some reason. Anyways, so when we left, we came back and we was having like a little dispute where we needed to park because I used to spend the night frequently at Selfish apartment, and when I used to spend the night over there, I used to get tickets, like $50 tickets. And at that time, that was a lot for me. Like, I wasn't on responsibility. I was working at fucking McDonald's, and $50 was too much. I was making $7.25. And if you had $50 at that time, good for you. Fuck it, I didn't have it. So at that time, we was having like a little dispute about where we needed to park, and me and Scando decided to park across the street from my sister college. Across the street from my sister college was like a little strip area. And in that area, it was like a Subway, like a Little Caesars, and maybe a Pizza Hut, and like something else. It was like a little strip mall or whatever. And so we had parked over there, and it's crazy because while we was parking over there, Scando was like, "Are you sure we like want to park over here?" Because it was the fucking tow symbol, clear as day, right there telling us not to park there. And for some reason, like I was just in my own head, in my own thoughts, and I was like, "Yeah, we should most definitely park right here. Like we should park right here instead of parking across the street," because I didn't want to get no $50 ticket again. Like that bitch wasn't finna pay it, and I damn sure wasn't finna pay it. So yeah, anyways, so we going to the kickback, like a little people starting to show up. I remember cousin 1, cousin 2 was already there. One of my homegirl D, I don't think I named her, my homegirl D was there. They'll be important like in a future story, but she wasn't really important in this story, so I'm not really gonna stick with her name, but in case I gotta mention her name would be D. So, you know, we all in there, we turning up. Cousin 1 and S decided to come, you know, cousin 2 in there. Everybody in there be in there at this time. We doing our little 1, 2, shake that ass, a whole bunch of ratchet shit. And, you know, slowly, surely, people started showing up. And, I really just remember this night being really pissed because this party or this kickback, it was lit as fuck. Like I just remember it jumping. We had a pole. We still to this day have this pole right here in our living room. We had the pole. We had the light going. You know, like cousin 2 on a pole. Like I'm not cousin 2. S on a pole, showing the fuck out. That's cousin 1 sister. Cousin came to the bitch lit as fuck. That didn't last long because, you know, we went to the parking lot for I don't know for what. I think we went to go get somebody, and then we ended up like being outside for a little bit, and then we came back in. And then once we came in, that was it. That was it for cousin. She was fucked up. Cousin 1 was fucked up. We had to lay her down. She was it for the rest of the day. Her sister S was still on the pole, turning up, twerking. You know, everybody starting to slowly come. You know, they brought me in that bitch out. We got the juice going. Everybody lit. Okay? That all turned when Scando's homegirl called her, and she was trying to park wherever me and Scando parked, and she was looking for our car so she could park with us. So she was asking us like, where y'all park at? And Scando, you know, explaining to her, we parked over here across the street at the Subway. She like, bitch, I don't think y'all parked at the motherfucking Subway because, you know, I'm here and I don't see no cars over here. So it's like the music stopped immediately, like the DJ scratched the shit, like what's up? Like what happened? Where's party's over?
Got it! Got it!
We like, what you mean? Our cars is across the street at the subway. That's where we left them. That's where we parked. And she was like, well, y'all might want to come out here because I don't see no cars out here. So she ends up parking across the street in the main general parking lot where my sister told us to park in the first place. So she ended up parking across the street, and we end up all coming outside. That was so fucking ugly. Oh yeah, man. But anyways, my one of my, it's not an ex, so I'm gonna say like one of my thoughts was there at the time, and we all end up like, you know, walking outside trying to see what was going on, and I was really crossing my fingers in my ass, hoping that my fucking car was really outside and this bitch was delusional. She didn't know what she was talking about, that my shit was still out there. So anyways, we walking across the street to the cars, and sure enough, lo and behold, our shit was not there. Our cars was gone. Cousin one parked there. I parked there, and Scando parked there. So 3 cars was gone. Our cars was gone. So we like, what the fuck? Like, where's our shit? I'm trying to, you know, I'm drunk, acting stupid. Like, I'm fucking punching walls and shit. Like, on stupid shit. Like, my fucking thought was over there laughing at me and shit. Like, I was looking retarded. I guess I was trying to put on the show. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. But I was really inside, deep down, hurt, mad, and confused on what was going on. And I guess I wanted to express how mad I was. I don't know. So we go to the tow thing, and it tells us our shit is at, let me make up a name because I don't want to say their real name because I don't want them coming for me. So let's just say their name was Red Towing Company. So it was like Red Towing Company is the like tower contractors of this lot. So if your car is towed, you need to contact this place, or you need to go there physically and see what's going on with y'all cars. So we all pack up, load up. I really can't remember if we told cousin number 1, because cousin number 1 was drunk as fuck. Like, when I say she came in lit as fuck, and that lasted like 5-10 minutes, she was done for the night. So I really can't remember if cousin 1 came, but I'm very certain her sister S came. So we all took the same car. Selfish decided to drive. So we all load up. I don't know how we loaded up to this one car. Really, we loaded up into 2 cars. So D, that's why she's important. So D drove, and then Selfish drove a car. So D drove and Selfish drove a car. And Selfish car, it was me, S, Scando, and I believe that was it. And then in D car, it was B and whoever else was in that car. So we get to the place, we get to the towing company, and it's about a good, 5-10 minute drive from my sister's school. We get to the towing company, and it's a young guy there, a young Hispanic guy there, and he's behind like this just like glass window. If you ever go to the bank or whatever, and you see the tellers and they behind them like glass doors or whatever, he was behind one of them. So we go up there and we like, hey, we believe y'all have our cars, and we trying to get our cars out the pound, like we was pretty calm at this point. I mean, yeah, I was flabbergasted because I'm like, damn, who the fuck told our shit? Because we just literally came in not too long ago, and they told our shit in a matter of like, I want to say 15 minutes. Whoever did it, they need to get that nigga award of the year, because he has nothing better to do. That nigga told our shit in a matter of 10 fucking minutes. Our shit was gone. Finito.
Got him!
So anyway, we get there, and I'm the only one that really approached the window. Like Scando and B and Selfish is behind me, but really I'm the one who really stepped up and gave him my ID, like gave the young guy my ID. And this is important for a little bit later in the story. So I slid him my ID, and I was like, yeah, I believe y'all have our cars. He looked at my ID, looked up the vehicle, and he was like, yeah, that'd be $300. Excuse me, now, come again? Bitch, what? $300, and they didn't even have our shit for an hour. They had our shit less than an hour, and that man said $300. So we stepped to the side, you know, to kind of like coerce about what the fuck we gonna do, because at that time, you know, I wasn't like $300. Who had that? You know, I was making $7.25 at fucking McDonald's. You know, like I wasn't making no real money, touching no real money, but it seemed like I was back then, and that's what's the crazy shit. I was just talking to my homegirl about that the other day. Like I was making less back then, and it seemed like I had more. How? I don't know. That's a good question. But anyway, so we go to the side and we talking, and you know, Scando is quiet as fuck, and then she looked at me and she was like, you know what? I'm finna just go ahead and drop my shit out here. I'm finna go ahead and take my shit, because, you know, I don't have the money, and at this point, I really don't know what else to do, you know. And I knew at that moment the bitch wasn't playing. Scando was really known for doing some crazy shit, and if she said she was gonna do some shit, or she had a plan, 9 times out of 10, you know, the bitch was gonna do it regardless if you was on board or off. So I got on board because that was an opportunity to take my car for the free. But me, I'm scary as fuck. I'm scary shitless. So I talked to B. I pulled B aside. I'm like, girl, can you tell your friend, your very good friend, your very great friend, the best friend of them all, can you please take my car up out of here? Can you follow this bitch up out of here? Whatever the fuck she's finna do, can you please do it? Because I don't have the balls enough to do it. Can you do it? So be like, yeah, where your keys at? At this time I had like a push to start Altima. Scando had like a Dodge Charger, and cousin, I don't remember what kind of car cousin had back then, but yeah. So she like, yeah, I'm gonna go back here and get my shit. So we go up to the desk or whatever, and she tell a guy, I don't know what the fuck she told this man, but we pretty much finessed our way back there. Like it was like he was in his own little separate room, in a like glass room, and then but in front of him, but behind us was like the gated area, and then inside the gate it was our cars, but the gate was like he had to press a button, like it was like you know, code activated or whatever the fuck you want to say, to let them back. So I don't know what Scando told him, but she told him something, because he let them back there. I think she told him like we had some like important papers, like some really life or death papers that we need to get up out of there. And you know, he was young, he really didn't give a fuck, he really didn't want to be there, so he just let us back. I could tell off rip that this is not normal protocol, that he was not supposed to let us back there. Like it's not normal for him to let us back there, but somebody was listening to our praise. God was listening to our praise that night, and for some reason he was just all guards laid down, and he let us back there. Like us, little old us, what can we do? You know, like we're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna, you know, go get our papers from the car. B and Scando walk back there to the cars or whatever to go get these papers, and me and Selfish and the rest of us proceeded to walk across the street. Like it was a parking lot across the street, and then we had to walk across, just like how her apartment and subway was set up. We had to walk across the street to the towing place. So we walked back across the street to like the parking lot where we was parked at, and we waited for Scando and B to unleash this plan. Now at this time, Selfish didn't know what they were finna do, because Scando pulled me aside and told me what she wanted to do. I pulled B aside, like, come here. Can you do this for me? And so Selfish and them didn't know what was going on at this time. We had this shit like kind of planned on the side. So we go across the street. I'm letting her know, like, yeah, Scando finna, you know, she got this plan to get our cars up out of here. I don't know how she gonna get our cars up out of here, because at this time she didn't say what she was gonna do. She just said she was like gonna get our cars up out of there. I don't know if I thought the bitch was gonna go up to the gate and pick lock it, or I don't fucking know what I was thinking, but I didn't expect her to do what she did, but she did it. But I'm telling, you know, Selfish, her grand plan, our master plan to get our shit up out of here scot-free. And I'm telling her, in the middle of me telling her, Selfish goes, fucking crazy. She started going ballistic, and she was like, no, call that bitch right now, tell her don't do that shit, I'ma lose my scholarship, like I'ma lose my scholarship, everything I work for. She's going ballistic in the middle of the street. Mind you, nobody even knows who the fuck Selfish is. Nobody knows what school she goes to. Nobody. I'm just like, bitch, who's looking for you? The fucking FBI is finna come look and investigate all this shit and find out what fucking college you go to and take a fucking scholarship. Nobody fucking knows you, Selfish. In the middle of me and Selfish going back and forth in this dumbass argument, next thing you know, all we hear is, and I swear to y'all, I would have had footage for y'all, but Selfish fucking getting mad at me at the fact that I want to record. That's what really started it. The fact that I wanted to record the situation. If she was calling us stupid and saying that she was going to lose her scholarship or whatever. So in the middle of us arguing, if you've seen any fucking movie where a car is going through anything, that's exactly what it was. Like, all you hear is scandal. And she fucking go out the gate. The fucking gate is dragging behind her, hanging on to her damn car. She just dragging the gate. B just bust out behind her, and like I'm telling Selfish, I'm like, Selfish, come on, let's go. We have possibly just committed a crime, and we need to get the fuck off the scene. And Selfish is going ballistic. She like, no, I'm not going no fucking where I told y'all to tell her not to do that shit. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait for the police. So I turned to cousin mind y'all, cousin 1 is passed the fuck out. I believe she's passed the fuck out back at the apartment. Cousin 2 is like, no, I'm not finna. I'll turn to cousin 2 and I'm like, hey, can you take me? Like, come on, let's go. Like, if this bitch don't want to take me nowhere, let's go. She like, no, I'm not gonna, like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna stay with her and I'm gonna wait for the police. I turn to D. I'm like, D, come on, bitch, you drove too. Like, come on. Like, take me. I cannot go to jail tonight, bitch. I cannot go to jail. Yeah, I have this big red ass Diana fucking Ross wig on. I had fucking makeup on, these hoochie ass shorts, this like fucking tight ass bodysuit. Like I was not ready to go to jail. So I'm like begging them to take me. Nobody want to take me. So I'm like, fuck it. Fuck all these hoes. Fuck you, Selfish. Fuck you, D. Fuck you, cousin 2. I'm finna walk. Cousin S, at this time, let me mind y'all, cousin S ran the fuck off. Like, once she figured out what was going on, what Scandal was up to, that bitch ran off for the woods. We didn't see her no more for the rest of the fucking night. Because she said she had warrant, so she couldn't be a part of this shit. So she just, in mid-sentence, like, just ran the fuck out. I'm begging everybody. Nobody want to take me. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna walk. Because who's gonna go to jail? Not me. Not tonight. I'm drunk. So I started walking. In the neighborhood we was in, it was called Lancaster. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. That's where I'm born and raised. That's my city. And the place I was at was called Lancaster. And Lancaster is known for, like, hoes, prostitution, if I should say a more proper word, escortation. I just make that shit up. Did I? I don't want to call it. So I'm going to call Lancaster the Elstro. For obvious reasons, it's going to be called the Elstro. And so, yeah, I'm walking down Elstro. I got on these little ass shorts, glitter, I believe, on my eyes, lip glosses. I look like I belong there. Like, I'm clocking in for my shift, and I'm walking the stroll. Like, I'm doing my whole diligence. You know what I'm walking on the phone with Scando and a B. I'm like, where the fuck y'all at? Like, this bitch, Selfish. I was mad. I was like, this bitch Selfish won't fucking take me home. Like, she want to fucking wait on the police. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna tell the police? Like, at that time, y'all, am I wrong? If I was wrong, please drop it in the comments and let me know if I was wrong. Because I'm like, what am I gonna do? It's not like I can tell the police, I'm sorry. Like, here's my car back. Like, B was already gone with my fucking car. It was a done deal. It was already said and done. And at this time, I was a fucking felon. I was a diehard criminal, and it was what it was. But I was not getting caught. I was a fugitive at this point because I was running. I was not going to jail. And so anyways, I'm on the phone with B and Scandal. I'm like, where y'all at? Come to find out, they're at my mom's house. And at this time, my mom used to have these like big ass, to this day, she still had this party. Last weekend, she had this big ass party. She always have a party on her birthday. And they was like, we here at your mama house. And I'm like, nah, y'all need to come back and get me, because Selfish is stripping. Like, all right, we finna be on our way. We finna come get you. Where you at? And I'm like, I'm walking. Like, I don't know where the fuck I was at. I was literally just walking. I looked up, saw the street, told them what street I was on. And I seen a bridge ahead of me. And I was like, just walking towards this bridge. And, this car pulled to the side of me. I believe it was a Cadillac. This car pulled to the side of me. And this dude, I want to say he was maybe about, maybe his late 20s. At this time, I was like 19. So 18 and 19. So I want to say he was in his like maybe late 20s, early 30s. And of course, cars was blowing because, bitch, I look like a hoe. I look like I belong there, girl. So people blowing, people going crazy, but this guy decided to actually like pull over and start talking to me. And he like, hey, do you need help? You good? What's going on? Because I'm just walking down the street yelling, crying, like going off, trying to figure out why the fuck B and S ain't fucking teleported they ass to my ass right now. Why I called y'all 2 seconds ago and nobody's here to fucking rescue me. Why am I still here? Why am I still here? I don't understand. I could be taken. He talking to me like, you need help, mama, da 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 da. And y'all, I promise y'all, it was the liquor creeping up. At that time, we was heavy on the paw, we was heavy on the crown, and I'm sure it was that paw, that cognac, whatever the fuck, on my ass. And he was like, you need a ride, you need help? I'm like, nigga, you trying to rape me? And I swear to y'all, this man looked at me so fucking flabbergasted with the most disgusted, shocked look on his face. This nigga's rape you. But, I mean, put yourself in my shoes. Like, what the fuck can you expect from a weirdo at like 3 in the morning? And I look like a hoe. And I'm walking down the street. And I'm clearly drunk. And I look vulnerable. Like, what do you expect from somebody like that? But I really do appreciate that man, like, on everything. I was so rude. I was such an ass to that man. And he stayed there and he made sure my ride came and got me. And he wasn't really on no weird shit. He just sat there in his car. And I just popped the squad on like a little concrete like bench thing. It wasn't even like a bench thing, it was more like a wall thing, which probably was a blessing because I was walking towards the bridge and they don't tell them what kind of homeless or what kind of danger and shit that was waiting ahead for me, and him stopping me was, you know, a blessing in disguise. So if you ever see this video, sir, you was a real nigga, because I was an asshole and he was so nice to me, and I just appreciate him so much, because that night could have turned out so much different. So anyways, he asking me questions and shit, like trying to see where I'm going and all of that, and I'm just on the phone with BNS. Where the fuck are y'all? Where the fuck are y'all? Every other word is where y'all. Why y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Finally, they pull up, they skirt up, we get in the car, we go, you know, I'm telling them what the fuck happened. I'm like, so, you know, Selfish is a hard, first and foremost, before BNS came, I mean, before Selfish and Scandal, no, I'm getting so confused with this name. It's the Casamigos. Anyway, so before Scandal and B got to me, my mama had called me because, like I said, they had went to my mom's house. So my mother intuition, she sensed something was wrong. She already knew we was on some bullshit because B was driving my car, I wasn't in the car, and Scandal pulled up, her and Scandal pulled up to the house, but we wasn't there. So instantly my mama knew something was wrong. So she asking him like, what the fuck is going on? Scandal trying to ride that shit to the end. Ain't shit wrong, ain't nothing wrong. In her head, we handling it, ain't nothing wrong. Big scary ass broke down, cracked down, told my mama what was going on. So my mama started calling me, and I'm scared, stomach in my ass, because I'm like, my mama is finna like beat my ass because my mom was not going for that. My mom's so strict. Like, we came from a strict household. I'm supposed to be a model citizen out here. I'm not supposed to be out here doing no bullshit, like embarrassing her. Yeah. So she called, and surprisingly, my mom was calm as shit. Like, she was calm, and I'm the one freaking out. I'm like, Mama, yeah, I messed up. I messed up big time. You know, like, we stole our cars from the tow place, and she like, it's fine. You know, it's fine. Your car is here. Don't worry. They on their way to come back and get you. You have your car. You good. I swear to this day, my mama was drunk. She promised. She swear up and down she wasn't drunk. But the next day, she called me and cussed me out over us stealing our cars from the, well, not necessarily stealing, borrowing our shit back from the tow company, allegedly. So, yeah, that made me kind of like at ease about what we was doing, you know, because I'm like, if my mama pretty cool about the situation, I'm good. Like, she good with this new life that I'm finna embrace, you know. I'm finna step into some real criminal shit. I'm finna be a felon. I'm finna be on the run. I'm a fugitive, you know. And if my mama is with the shit, you know, she gonna ride or die for me, you know. We with it. Like, this is just what it is. It's just my new life. This is the card I was dealt, you know. Get the fuck. Anyways, so they pull up. I'm telling man, thank you, you know, thank you, no thank you, like, you're not getting my number, have a good night. And we drive off, and that was that. I end up like hitting up Todd at the time that came to the party, and I was like, yo, I need to lay low at your shit because, you know, the fast is on me. I'm hot. I just did some shit. We just did some shit. I'm like, why am I talking like I'm really the criminal? But I guess because I felt like I gave them my ID and it was my car, they were gonna come after me. You know, they didn't OB. They was coming after me. So yeah, I hung out at my little thigh house. I laid low, told my mom's, please don't watch this video. I hope she never sees this video because my mom's gonna be there. I was hanging out at, going to spend a night at, like the whole night. I cannot fucking sleep. I'm riding around with the goddamn tow number on my car. I had to wipe that shit off. I'm like, all evidence needs to go. All this shit needs to go. Because I don't need none of this shit coming back to me. I don't need the FBI chasing me back. And it's coming back to me because they already know where the fuck I stay. So I cannot be there. I have to switch up everything. Like, I'm living a criminal life now. So shit, you know, I gotta move accordingly. So anyways, long story short, I ended up talking to Selfish. And Selfish did fucking stay. She actually stayed for the police. She waited for them to come. She didn't give a fuck if I went to jail. You didn't care if I was locked up. Let me out. You didn't give a fuck, bitch. You didn't care. And the police is pretty much allegedly, like, there's nothing that they can really do about it. I mean, like, if the red towing company decided to press charges, I mean, the most that they can do is give us like a class C misdemeanor, you know. Who wants to waste their time with that? I need to work the next day. So this shit happened on like a Saturday. So Saturday night I couldn't sleep. Sunday I couldn't sleep. So I was working for like a family-owned company. And me and my manager was really cool at this time. And so I had went and told him, you know, like, I'm really fucked up about this. I did some shit over the weekend. You know, allegedly we had took our shit. You know, his brother was a lawyer. So I remember that his brother was a lawyer. So I was like, you know, I live in this crime life. I need to lawyer up. I need to get me a lawyer. So I talked to his brother just in case, because not the police confirming, like, all they can do is give me a class C misdemeanor. I needed a, you know, a second opinion on what could happen. Like, I thought the police was setting me up, like, just trying to tell me maybe that there's nothing that they could do so I can be calm about the shit. And, you know, move normally. And then, you know, I go to work one day and then they just show up to my fucking job and arrest me type shit. But I ended up talking to my manager, telling him what happened. Because of that reason, too, I just knew in my mind, like, they was going to come get me in my job and embarrass me. And then I was going to get fired, you know, all that kind of shit. And he told me pretty much the same thing, like, you know, ain't nothing you could do. I mean, you stole your shit back. Like, I'm not encouraging nobody to take their shit, but yeah, we did get our shit back for the free. Everybody got away with it, allegedly, except for cousin. Like, it was so fucked up. Like, S ran the fuck off. Like, we could not get cousin shit. Like, S ran the fuck off in the fucking woods. Like, how the fuck we was gonna get her shit? And by the time cousin woke up, like, it was a done deal, you know, like, cousin got the short end of the stick. Bitch, don't be mad at me if you see this video. But yeah, cousin got the short end of the stick. She ended up having to pay like $500-$600 for her car. Yeah, to get out. It was like the second day. She ended up having to pay like $500-$600. But she had her sister to blame because she really did just run off to the fucking woods. Like with her keys. As soon as I was expressing to Selfish what was going down, that bitch was literally like, y'all finna do what? It took her. I promise you, Lord, if I'm lying, strike me dead about this whole story. But yeah, they end up, the Red Towing Company didn't press no charges. We end up like getting away scot-free with that shit. We never did no shit like that again. But if y'all stay to the end of this story time, I really fuck with y'all and I thank y'all for the support. Again, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe because this is only the beginning, baby. And I promise you, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. I'm gonna drop my socials and y'all go ahead and let's stalk each other. Let's be friends on there. Until the next time, I'll see y'all on my next motherfucking video.